It's the NFL on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC South foes. It's the Bucs and the Dirty Birds, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
First opened in 2017, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Atlanta Falcons. Welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. From out of his end zone, it's Avery Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota.
Coming out of Oregon as the Heisman Trophy winner, we thought that this guy was headed towards superstardom, and while he didn't quite reach those heights, he did have some flashes along the way. And right now, his athleticism continues to keep him in the league. Still has a good arm, mobile, a great guy to have in the locker room. He can win if given an opportunity.
They'll start with the option. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get it going. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And he's going to keep this again. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mariota. A complete to Drake London. 7 yards there and a 1st down. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Mariota. Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Mariota. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mariota. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
Always fun to get a peek at Tom Brady as he gets in place to command this offense for Tampa Bay.
Well, we've all seen what Tom Brady can do on a football field for a couple of decades now. But how about his most impressive accomplishment? Moving to a different franchise and taking them to a Super Bowl title as well. Not many players can continually stiff-arm Father Time the way that he has.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Look at Mike Evans' way again, and he's got another one. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 38, Brady. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here's Brady to throw. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And this is caught by Evans. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
It's one play at a time, baby. Y'all got time. Let's go, baby. Let's go, man.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And now this ball picked up in the end zone. Remember, this is a live ball. He's past the 30, and he will be out of bounds. So a clever idea on the run back, but the field goal unit able to stop him before he could really get going. set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And there's not much to speak of in terms of passing efficiency. But in a tie game, they know a few tweaks to make a big difference going forward.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have one half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Brady. Over the middle to Evans. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Fournette, a first down carry. So these two teams will take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium as we're through 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Brady to throw. Finds White. Now White lost the football, and the Falcons grab it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
I'm fairly sure that there's no good time to cough up the football, but this couldn't be much worse, could it? This situation, this yard line, no chance.
They set it on a T-form. They're already in field goal range here late in the 4th now.
Yeah, warm up the kicker and just make sure they take care of the ball now. They've got a chance to put this thing away.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, it's Patterson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he's got room. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Again, Patterson. He will push his way down to about the 14. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Give to Patterson, running to the right. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. Third down, here's Patterson. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And it is good! He splits the uprights of the chip shot, and the Falcons are going to win the game. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
No, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. For the defense, they carried them in a big way. Yeah,
look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.